right, guys, I wanted to talk to you about my Diamondback tool belt setup. This is the hands down the most versatile, best tool belt that you're gonna find on the market, and I would take that to the bank every single day of the week, including Sunday. And I just wanna show you how I utilize it. Right now I'm doing a scrap job, which my scrap jobs are basically scrap that I have from other projects that I use to build something. So right now this is gonna be a tack room for our horses, and then there's gonna be some storage on the other side over there behind me. And I'm just throwing things together, and I had this set up. I'm actually drilling this into a container, which is why this is a great time, because I have a lot of different tools, because I have certain drill bits and drills to actually lag into the shipping container. But then I also have a nail gun, a sheathing nail gun. I've been using my Synco battery nailer. So I've just been kind of carrying a lot more tools on me than normal. If I was just doing a straight up stick frame job, obviously I wouldn't have my drill, I wouldn't have, some wire snips and some other things that I'm using right now. So I'm kind of loaded down, and I want to show you guys how the Dawson system works. If you guys don't know, I designed this system myself. I've been rocking Diamondback for like 7 years now. I even brought you, this is my first. Unfortunately, these have been laying in the bottom in my container on the ground, so they're dirty, but this is my first Diamondback tool belt. This is the new designed Dawson system from Diamondback. And I just wanted to, because I know some people are like, oh, that's a newer belt. I've had this belt for maybe 8-9 months. So I wanted to show you something that was 7 years old, right? Okay, so this is my first Diamondback belt system. It has the 6-inch belt on it. And I'm not sure what system it was. This was not designed by me. This was just what you can just buy from Diamondback. The reason I kind of moved away from this is because it was just a little too bulky for what I do. I do a lot of interior work. I do a lot of exterior work. This was great for exterior, but when I moved to interior, I moved to, finish framing, punch list, stuff like that. It was just a lot to carry this around. It's pretty bulky. But a lot of people have questions on like Velcro and the durability. I'll tell you right now, all of this, which is, again, 7 years old, if I threw this through the washer, which I'll do, and I'll make another video about this, so like and subscribe so you can see this when I clean it up. It's pretty much brand new, right? The holster or the sheath for my hammer works great. My flat bar sheath is great. Even the Velcro, let me pop this off real quick for you. So here's the Velcro here. Again, 7 years old. And this has probably been washed 2 or 3 times in those 7 years. You can see that even after 7 years of this Velcro being on here, the bag isn't necessarily slouched. I mean, it's literally been laying on the floor, piled up in my container. I haven't been taking care of it. This Velcro is still very strong, right? So you can see that that's not going anywhere soon. I would say at minimum you have another 7 years in this Velcro. Also these pouches. So these pouches, I've clipped tape measures onto it. I've hung, drills off of it like this. I do that a lot. And I want to show you what it looks like right now. So there's a little bit of tear right here in the stitching, because that's where a lot of times I end up hanging my drill right here in the front. Just if I'm putting it down to set a screw and I'm not trying to put it all the way back down. So that's why that's happening right there. Also just the in and out of the tape measure. But overall, you can still see everything is still intact. Everything is still good. The strap back here is still in great condition. This thing was sitting out in the sun for about 6 months. I left it on my workbench behind my container, which is why it ended up just getting thrown inside. But you can just see even this Velcro on the inside of this pouch. I mean, and you can see, that's the green that it used to be. This is the green. We'll see what it looks like when I wash it. So stay tuned for that video. But I just wanted to show you, even after 7 years, this tool belt is a great tool belt. I should probably give it to somebody in the trades, because there's no reason for me to just keep it laying around. So maybe I'll go drive to a random job site and give somebody this tool belt system. But let's dive into the Dawson system, which I highly recommend. If you are a framer, finish carpenter, anybody in the trades professionally, this is the system to get, no questions asked. So right off the bat, I just want to show you, I'm in bulk out mode. So what I basically have is I have bulk out mode, I have finish mode, and then I have like odd job mode. So this is bulk out mode, where back here, this comes with the Dawson. This is a gun loop. So I have my gun loop here, and that's going to be used for, a framing nailer, a coil nailer, whatever I'm using at the time. If you want to, you can also use this. The only reason I don't like using this as a nailing as a nailer holder is because it just, for me, it's not as seamless as just having something right behind me. I just like to keep things a little more spread out around me. So this is a great way to carry your nailer, whether it's an air nailer or whether you're using a battery nailer. It's an awesome place to hang things. And this is not a light nailer. This nailer's heavy. So that works great. I currently have my DB Sax here on the side, which is carrying 3 coil nails, three racks of coil nails, which is a great way to keep working and keep yourself going without having to worry about climbing down or having someone throw you up racks of nails. You can just grab it from here, so you can be carrying 4 coil nails, 4 racks of coil nails at a time without having to worry about getting down or grabbing something else. So over here I have my racks of nails. Now if I'm not using these, and just so you know, these clips stay on great, so look, if I'm pulling out nails, my DB Sax isn't going to go anywhere. So I can do that. I can also cinch this up if I want to make sure that they're not going to fall out. I can cinch that up if I want to. Now if I'm only doing a little bit of nailing, I probably won't deal with a DB Sax. The Dawson system comes with this little pouch on the end, which if I only need 3 or 4 racks, I'll just go ahead and throw those racks in there. I don't need a DB Sax. But the versatility of adding a DB Sax to the system gives you that ability to bulk up. The Dawson signature system comes with a DB Sax with the purchase of the entire system. So that's really awesome. This is kind of bulk out mode. I have the drill that I usually throw down here in the front. If I'm actually actively using it, I'll throw it up here on the top just to kind of hold it. I wouldn't carry it here because it can fall off. It's more if I'm doing stuff and I hook it up here. So that's great. I also have an add-on. This doesn't come with the Dawson system, but I've added it on, and this is my chalk line holder, or some people use it for a tape measure. But this is a great way to not have your chalk line stuffed in any of these pockets. Again, I'm doing sheathing right now, so I need to have my chalk box, but I don't want to empty things out or have it sticking out of the top of here. It's just a nice way to keep everything kind of streamlined and in order. So now that you've seen this bulked up, you see with the drill, you see it with the nail gun here on the back, right? You see it with the DB Sax on the side. It's pretty bulky. I wouldn't want to go inside of a finished house and do work in something this bulky, which is why the Dawson system is perfect for big time outdoor framing or interior finished carpentry, cabinetry, woodworking, whatever else. So when I want to slim it down, obviously I don't need these racks of nails. Obviously I don't need my coil nails. So I'm going to go ahead and take my coil nails out. I'm going to go ahead and take my drill off. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and throw my drill. I'm going to keep my drill on because most jobs that people are doing, you're going to have a drill. And I'm going to take my chalk box off here. I don't need that if I'm doing interior, not necessarily. I also have, this doesn't come with the Dawson, but it is a Diamondback product. It's something for, snips, wire cutters. It's awesome to just have a spot where you can use snips and wire cutters. So I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to show you that just by removing that stuff, I've already slimmed down this significantly, right? So if I'm going inside, I just went from being about this big to being this big, right? So if I'm walking through doorways, I'm not worried about knocking the side and doing all this other garbage. So this is a really awesome system that's versatile. Again, if you're doing anything smaller, if you're just doing some tinkering stuff, it's great to be able to throw this together. A lot of times I'll throw my phone in this pouch here and just kind of this way, that way I have easy access if I'm listening to a podcast or if people are calling me all day. It's an easy access to get my phone, vice versa, whichever handed you are. Obviously you have your sheath for your hammer, which is very easy to get in, even with a rubber grip. It still slides in there nicely. You have your flat bar sheath, which slides in there nicely. All this comes with the Dawson system. So overall, guys, this system's awesome. The last thing I want to show you is the tempo belt. This tempo belt is an absolute game changer for people who are out there working every day. Okay, so this tempo belt gives you the ability to downward taper your belt. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but when I hold this belt up, you can see that it's not just a straight, linear, line. It tapers down. That's because here in the back, when I open this up, each belt side is separate. this comes off and it's one side. So when I put this on, I can put it on straight. Hopefully you guys can see this. I can put it on straight to where it just goes linear, or I can put a little bit downward angle to it, because as we all know, we all got some junk in our trunk, right? We all got a little something, something back here. And a lot of us have a little something, something right here, you know? Let's keep it honest, let's be truthful, okay? You know, after work beers can get to you. So when I put this belt on, rather than it just coming straight across on my belly, stick my belly out to hold it up, it actually tapers down where it sits above in your lumbar right here in your lower back, and it comes down and tapers below your stomach, right? And you can see here I have a belt here. Well, my belt's actually sideways, but if I line my belt up with my zipper, you'll see that the Diamondback belt buckle on the tool belt is off to the side. That eliminates a lot of pinch zones when you bend over, and a lot of belts, if it's centered, a lot of belts will clank. But when it's off to the side, you'll see that you miss that. This belt comes up here, and this belt buckle doesn't hit here. So it's the little things that we paid attention to, that Diamondback paid attention to when building these belts, that make them significantly better than any other option that you're going to find out in the market. So the things that I would say are the highlight of the Dawson system is the ability to bulk up if you're doing big jobs, the ability to slim down if you're doing interior jobs, the small things like the belt, like the taper for this tempo belt, the ability to have accessories, whether it be DB Sax, a chalk box holder, snips, the ability to have a gun loop in the back to hang your gun, a hammer holster if you want to throw your hammer in the back, it's there if you want to, or you can hook drills onto this, or you can use it for whatever you want. It gives you a lot of options when it comes to designing and building a sustainable setup for your work site. So overall, guys, another just little thing, they have these little magnet things that you can get, which I use a lot right now. I'm doing, T25s, but I'm also doing a lot of Phillips for the lags that I'm putting into the container. So it's nice to be able to swap out my drill bit and throw in, one, and then just throw the other one right here. Boom, boom, boom. If I want to switch it out, I do the same thing. I'm not digging through a pouch or digging through anything that's crazy. So overall, guys, I highly recommend this system. Check it out at the link below. I do get a kickback when you guys purchase it. I spent probably about a year designing this and getting this to be the premium belt on the market. We just released a new version of it with this new tempo belt. So when you buy the Dawson, you're going to automatically get this tempo belt with it. It comes with a DB Sax. It comes with the gun loop. And also, if you guys want to, you can add suspenders to this. This system comes with the loops for your suspenders. So if you want suspenders, just add that onto it, and it all connects seamlessly. Again, guys, I've been using Diamondback for 7 years. I had my first belt, and then I started working on the second belt, and then this is actually the older version of the Dawson system. So this is the Dawson system, but it has the old belts to it. And then what I'm rocking right now is the new Dawson system with the new tempo belt. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you have this belt, I would love to see a video or a picture of the Dawson and how you have it set up. And let me know what you think. Whether you love it, hate it, I would love to hear you guys in the comment section. We can chop it up and hash it out. I appreciate y'all. Much love.